YouTube. It's WG Revival, and yes, I ain't dead. Well, I've still been commenting on your videos and watching and so on, but you may have noticed it's been a bit of a while since I've finished anything, and that's because I've been busy. I've had an exam. If I've passed that, this will be the last time that I have to do 2 modules at once. I've had to do that for the past 5 years, and basically I just disappear off the face of the earth for about 4 months. As I say, if I've passed, I won't have to do that again because my degree's coming to the end, and I do get to do just 1 module next year. I'm looking forward to that so flipping much, I cannot tell you. Anyway, I'm back in, and this is the start of a project I announced a while ago. Wars of the Roses, initially in small groups and minis for the Lion Rampant rules. Maybe seems a bit daft portraying the biggest battle fought on British soil apparently, in a skirmish game with about 40 figures, but it's just a start. You know, and it just means I can paint up some figures, fight with them, and if I like the period I can paint some more and use a larger scale battle system. Anyway, these are the first unit of foot men-at-arms, and they are for the Yorkist faction, specifically for Warwick. Now, these are really, there's nothing there to say that these are for Warwick, but there's a couple of chaps here in red, and leading them, they have Nasty Warwick himself, who looks, this is the Perrys have sculpted him to look slightly jowly, slightly gormless. I do rather like him. So 6 of these chaps, aside from Warwick, these are the Perry plastic men-at-arms box, and they are gorgeous. They are among my favourite historical figures I've done so far. They're quite slight looking, quite I suppose you'd call them realistically proportioned compared to other figures on the market, certainly compared to Games Workshop, but even, you know, even historical ranges like Artisan, Warlord Games, etc. These are fairly slight, fairly realistic looking, but they are 100% brilliant. I absolutely love them, and I love stuff like this great big spike that this fella's taken to the field with, and we've got axes, we've got swords, we've got all sorts of business. The initial plan is to do I'm going to do the suggested late English retinue from Lion Rampant, which is basically 6 men-at-arms plus a general. He actually he replaces one of the units, so it's actually going to be, there's 1 too many there, along with a dozen billmen and 2 dozen archers. So it's 4 units in total, a unit of 6 and then 3 units of 12. Now, since I started this, this is how long this has been dragging on. There's actually been an article from the author of Lion Rampant in Wargames, Soldiers and Strategy, and he offers, as an alternative, he offers the army list of 2 units of a dozen archers and 2 units of half a dozen foot men-at-arms. So it's a super elite thing. So I thought, well, I've set myself on the course to do this, so to do half a dozen and then 36 sort of retinue troops. What I can do is just do another half a dozen of these, so I've then got the choice of either army list, and when I paint up the Lancastrian retinue I'll do the same, so I'll do a dozen men-at-arms and 3 dozen retinue fellas, and that will give me a good basis. And it also means that because the late English, well, both variants of the late English army list are quite elite. I mean, there's 4 units each, so I mean there's no problem really with, although Lion Rampant, it says suggested 24 points, which for this is just 4 units. There's no real reason that putting in a 5th unit is going to massively slow the game down, and it just gives a bit more variety, that sort of thing. So there we go, that's quite a ramble, but that's the start of my medieval project. Other things I have outstanding are, I'm mentioning these a lot, but yep, it's the questing night to paint for Kim, Dice Miniature Paint Guy, a mystery prize for Mr. Super Chippy, and a mystery prize for Heresy Productions. These things are all at least have primer on them, and several of them have been started, but I just thought I can just quickly get these out of the way, clear up a bit of room, just get something finished, just to sort of get me back into the swing of things, just to get me used to holding a brush, getting that muscle memory back and so on. As well as those, all the prizes and surprises and stuff, obviously this will be one of my big projects for the remainder of this year. So it'll be about 100 figures in total by the time I've done the Lancastrians and the Yorkists, and thrown in some civilians, thrown in a baggage train of course. You know how much, anyone who's watched my saga videos will know how much I love a baggage train. And yes, there will be some sort of stupid vegetable wagon on there. Not cabbages this time, but something else daft. And as well as that, I will have another project on the go which I will introduce after I've got the stuff that I owe for people out of the way. Anyway, I think I've rambled on for quite enough now, but there we go. Perry Foot Knights, absolutely gorgeous figures. I can't wait to get some more of these done. And there we go. Nasty Warwick. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Ta-ra.